working on a new style of landscape here, and I'm going to show you. It's pretty cool. Let's do, I'm trying to think of what kind of sky I want. I just did one with like bluish pink sky. So I have a show tomorrow, an art show. So I'm trying to get some of these ready for tomorrow. Yeah, I'm going to do some landscapes. I live in Seattle. A lot of people, they still love landscapes here. So I want to have some of these small ones available at the art show. People tend to buy smaller ones when you're at these like functions. So I'm using Flow Aid here, and it helps make the paint a little more translucent, which is what I'm going for. Kind of a translucent colors up there, and they're going to all be kind of mixed together. Let's put a bright spot in the middle here with yellow. This is burnt. This is really fun if you haven't tried this technique yet. This is burnt sienna. It's kind of orangey, which looks kind of cool. I haven't tried blue yet. I'll try some of this turquoise blue up there. See what that does. Believe it or not, there's my sky right there. See how kind of translucent it looks? We could put some designs in there. That's why I put the Flow Aid in there, so you kind of manipulate it a little bit while it's wet. So that's going to be my sky, believe it or not. And I think I'm going to do, we'll do like a purplish mountain here. Kind of translucent, so I'm putting a lot of that Flow Aid in it so I can scratch in some highlights. So let's make some mountain peaks here. Just make like a mountain range way in the distance there. Not sure what's going to be. Maybe I'll tuck that guy back a little. Try and make some terrain down here. Nothing special yet, just some hills down here. So now I'm going to use a brush, and I'm going to get my highlights going on this mountain here. We'll do the highlights maybe on the right side here. So I'm just taking a brush and kind of taking away some of the dark paint. And I don't want to use paint because I want it all to be translucent looking. So by taking away the dark, I'm kind of creating some highlights on this side of the mountain here. You could also use a knife to take it away. If you want it to show up a little better. Just be careful with the knife because it will take off. And you got to really control. like those, that mountain range looks pretty cool. Zoom it in for you. So I'm going to use very dark colors for my trees, so the contrast should look pretty good. And here I'm going to I'll use some of the burnt umber, or sienna, with some flow aid in it. And we'll just kind of blend it in there. That's kind of glazing it in there. This is on water. This is watercolor paper. What I do, I'll buy a bigger sheet and then I'll cut them up in sizes to the size I want. Alright, that's looking pretty good. Let's put some, since I got a little bit of this blue up there, we'll put that down here. And then I'll put some, either some rocks down here or some bushes or something. We'll try some bush tops here. I think I have blue color for the trees, so try a few trees out here with this. What is it? This is like a turquoise blue, I believe it is. Turquoise, some kind of turquoise. Since I live in Seattle, I'm going to make evergreen, since that's what everybody's used to seeing here. Yeah, I like the contrast. I usually use really dark colors to make the trees, but that looks pretty good. Let's see what it looks like when it dries. And we can put a big tree here on the right side coming out of these bushes. We'll get some more stuff going up in the sky here. Give the painting some character here. Simple evergreen tree. It's not bad. This one over here, since you're watching, needs, if you like Bob Ross, he always said, let's give this tree a... So there we go. I miss Bob Ross. I don't paint in his style. He was kind of fun to watch. A little white highlights down here. These are really fun landscapes. If you've ever sold art before at markets, the people, they go for more of the color than what it looks like. They're looking for things to match their house. So I would kind of play around with colors with your paintings. I mean, I'm trying to create cool art, but I'm also trying to please the buyer. I've done a lot of art that is kind of like Picasso stuff, but it probably wouldn't sell right now to these people because the people that are buying, looking how to coordinate their house with pictures, with colors and stuff. Alright, there we go. I don't care if the trees don't have to be translucent. The rest of the painting is all translucent colors. You could see the white of the paper underneath there. And here. I kind of like that. Simple. Let's take the tape off and see what it looks like. Maybe I'll add some more trees, distant trees back there. These are really fun to do. They don't take long if you've done landscapes before. Because I mean, it's a mountain and some trees. Not very difficult. We could put some water in there on the next one if you want. What I'm trying to do, it's kind of windy here tonight in Seattle, and I think I'll lose power. Whenever it's windy, a little part of the city tends to lose power a lot. So I'm charging my iPad right now. And at least if I go to sleep, I'll have something to watch. There we go. Look at that landscape. Pretty cool. Hey, thank you, Daniel. Someone's calling. Hey, Bruce.
I just noticed you called a little while ago.
Oh, yeah. I'll talk with you tomorrow. My days off next week are Tuesday or Wednesday. You think that would work for your buddy?
Well, I'll talk to him, and it should.
All right.
And about what time would you think we'll be going up, and how long it'll take?
It'll only take about an hour, so.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is have him get a new faucet.
Okay.
I don't think it's worth screwing around trying to fix the old one.
Right, right. Yeah, that's what we were going to do.
Yeah, but I haven't told him there yet, so. And so you say Tuesday or Wednesday, and it does, Wednesday doesn't work for me.
Okay, Tuesday.
Tuesday, and we'll get there about what time?
We could, like in the morning after, maybe we could have breakfast first.
Okay, maybe we can meet at the Dip, have breakfast, and then head up.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'll let him know we'll be there about 10 or so.
Cool. Sounds good, buddy.
All right. Thank you, man. See you tomorrow. Oh, yeah, tomorrow.
All right, cool.
Later.
But, so if you want, you could also, it's kind of late now, but you could take a knife and scratch in some twig here. Some of it's still wet enough to do it. This is here. Just add a little more character in there. There we go. I really like that. I like the colors are different than the usual colors I use. Toto, how's it going? Daniel, what kind of paint do you what kind of stuff do you paint, Daniel? I find that doing landscapes are fairly easy. I mean, everybody knows what a mountain looks like, and the sky, and trees. I mean, it's a good way to improvise. Yeah, Florida's flat. Actually, I had a buddy who worked there for a while as a plumber, And they had to build the houses. They would do the plumbing after the house was built up on like a platform. And then they'd have to crawl underneath the house to put the plumbing in. And then the sewers they were so low that they could hand dig the sewers to connect up to the sewer pipe because it was all sandy. I didn't believe him, but that's what he said. So I think the houses up there have like crawl spaces underneath them because the water level is so close to the ground. You can't dig deep holes there or something. I think that's what you're getting at. How they do the cemeteries out there if you can't dig holes in Florida. It's probably all in monolith buildings and stuff. What's cool about Seattle, the ground here is soft. Really easy to dig. Like if you want to plant flowers in the backyard, it's so soft. In Vegas, it was hard as a rock. The desert was like, you couldn't dig a hole 3 inches deep in Vegas. It was so hard. We got a lot of rich soil here in Washington. All right, well, I'm going to charge my iPad now because I think I'm going to lose power and then I'll be back on. Yeah, I think cremation's like the newest thing now anyway. I think the last 10 funerals I've been to, that's what happened to them all. It's cheaper. All right, guys, give me about 20 minutes. I got to charge this iPad. But if you're a new subscriber, thank you. I'll be back.